Hi everybody. What I want to do is really quickly go through all of your detox products and just show you what you're going to do with them to go through a basic day. And it might change from day to day depending on what you have going on. But the idea here is we just want to kind of show you what to do to get familiar with them. And then you can change it up depending on what you need to do each day, which you can do to be flexible, because obviously the program needs to work for you and you need to use it how your day is going to work. It needs to fit into your life, not you fitting into the detox program, because a lot of the questions that I've been getting so far have been more about, what am I supposed to do with this? Do I have to buy this? Do I have to do this part? And the key here is that you need to make it work for you and not feel like you're chained into what's going on. So the first thing that you're gonna do when you get up is you wanna find your box of digestion. So your box of Digestion Plus has all of your little packets of the Digestion Plus, and I actually haven't done mine today, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this right now. And it's got an awesome little tear packet, or a tear side on the top, and I use a normal glass. I like to get it all dumped in there. Make sure you're not like sniffing it, because you'll end up snorting your Digestion Plus. Some people are super hardcore and they like pixie stick their Digestion Plus. Rock on if you can do that. I am not one of those people. I actually don't mind the taste of it. Some people totally mind the taste of it. Doesn't bother me. And then I'm just going to fill it up here with, I'd say it's about like 6 ounces of water. You can do it with less, but I don't know. I need a little bit of water. It's a little gritty. If you're a texture person, that might bug you a little bit. You might want to let it sit with the water and stir it up a little bit. I am too lazy to even stir it up. I just swirl it a little bit and I use the water coming out of the faucet to help me stir it up. So that's what I do. And then I just drink it. It's not very big of an impact. It kind of tastes like an unsweetened tea. It's not bad. I don't mind it at all, but I'm a little bit more earthy on things in the household compared to everybody else. I love it, and I love how it makes me feel, so I think that's the other reason that I don't mind it. The next thing that you want to do in the morning, I normally like completely get myself ready and then get the kids ready, and then once they're like eating breakfast, I can finish doing all of these things. So that's kind of when I normally take care of myself. And if you don't have kids running around the house, then yay, you can do it whenever you want to. I will normally either do a tea or make a tizzy. You can put like half a fizz stick into a cup of tea. It's amazing. I like doing the pomegranate. Some people like doing the citrus, so it depends on what you got, or you've got both of them. A lot of you order both, so you can try that both. I'm not going to go ahead and steep a bag of tea right now, but I absolutely love the tea. I like it more at night, so I don't like have to have something hot in the morning, so if that doesn't bother you, then I actually will go through 2 bags of tea in the evening, and I'll start with one pretty close to after dinner, just because I like to have it after my dinner, and then I'll have one while I'm relaxing, like an hour or so, half an hour before I go to bed, and I have both my bags of tea before I go to bed, and I like to do it that way. And then I'll go ahead and get my shake going. So I've got the little Arbonne shaker cups. I will be totally honest, I love a straight up shake. I don't get too crazy with my shakes. There's nothing wrong with putting all kinds of stuff in your shakes. I am a big fan of the Costco, and I'm sorry, it's probably backwards to all of you, but it's the Costco organic unsweetened almond milk. It doesn't have the carrageenan and all the other kind of crazy things that some of the other organic brands actually have. Some of the synthetic chemical fillers in it. And so what I'm going to do, it's got some measurements on the side. I eyeball it somewhere between 10 and 12. The instructions on your protein will say, oh, use 9 ounces of fluid. It's a little thick for me. I gotta thin it out. So I do like 10 to 12. And I just like being a little bit fuller. And then I use both a scoop of vanilla and my chocolate. So I get both of them out. You can see both my bags are kind of beat up because I'm near the end of both of these. But I make mine with a scoop of vanilla and a scoop of chocolate. And I think I've talked to most of you about that. But a scoop of vanilla here goes in, and then I do a scoop of my chocolate. And then we're gonna also add in a scoop of the fiber. And the fiber is really, really important. A lot of people are like, oh, I don't need the fiber. I don't want to do this. But the fiber is such a huge component to the actual detox process, and helping you to get your liver flushed out and helping your body like clean out your colon and your small intestine. So it's really, really important that we do work on getting up to a full scoop by the end of your detox. Do not start with a full scoop of fiber unless you know that you already are like amazing and in super amazing shape with your fiber intake, which most of us aren't. You are going to feel it. You will feel super bloated. People will start complaining of stomach problems. You also have to get your water intake going. So really scale that down. I go with like a quarter scoop, a third of a scoop when you're first starting out. I've never really backed off my fiber, but just for demonstration purposes, do not start with a full scoop. You will regret it. All right, so you just want to start off with about that much, and then make sure you keep your water going all day long. You do not want to get caught starting fiber, and this is a great fiber, which means it works really, really well, and not keeping your water going. So my little lid is super easy to clean. I throw these straight into the dishwasher. They come out amazing. And then you stick it right on top. I haven't done anything to this. Gotta get it screwed on there and close it up. And then you just shake it up. And I can do this, and I take it in the car, and I drink my breakfast in the car because that's when I get my me time, and I love my me time in the car. If I had a longer commute, sadly, it wouldn't make me too upset because I would just listen to more amazing things on the radio or on my Sirius XM, and I drink my shake and have a tizzy, and I'd enjoy my quiet time to myself. But this tastes awesome. The fiber dissolves immediately. You don't get any grittiness out of this. If you got greens balance, then you can put a little bit of greens balance in, but I'll tell you, the green balance will absolutely add greens and vegetables. You know, it will alter the flavor. You can try doing that with, if you got like a little Ninja or the NutriBullet, you can put your NutriBullet, all this into your NutriBullet, and maybe put your greens in with some berries and some, I mean, you can do kale if you do kale, but put some other flavors in there. Try one of the other shake recipes and put your greens in there. I'm going to show you another way to do your greens in a minute, which I actually prefer. Sometimes in my shake, I'm just like not in the mood for it. And I just love the straight up chocolate milk taste that comes out of this. So this is actually my very late lunch. So I'm going to drink this right now. Not the whole thing, because that would be rude and it'd take way too much time. There's some other things that I like to do for snacks. So like I've got a bell pepper here that I've got all cut up, raw bell pepper, little organic packs of hummus. So like if you're on the go and you don't want to take like an entire like tub of hummus from somewhere, you can either buy a bigger one in bulk so that you can portion it out if you got little containers and take it with you. Or you can buy little to-go packs. I love the to-go packs because sometimes I just don't know what's happening. So I like having a little like tiny package that's just easy to do. I love green apples. Green apples are what we recommend just because they're lower in sugar, and part of the detox process is we're trying to get your sugar content down. So we do green apples. I love Barney's almond butter. Almond butter's better. We like to do almond butter over peanut butters. And this is a wonderful brand. I can get it at Sprouts, which is right down the street from me. I know that Trader Joe's has their own brand, and most of the other major supermarkets have some sort of brand of almond butter that you can buy that's available to you. So there's a lot of other nut butters that you can get out there. One of the ways that you can do your fizz, so if you are a coffee person, I put a post out there with a link to the Dandy Blend, which is an excellent way in the morning if you need a hot drink or something to help you replace your coffee in the morning. Go with the Dandy Blend, and it will really replace that like coffee flavor if you are going to like really miss it. If you're going to go hardcore and go without it, you want to make a fizz in the morning. So you can find your fizz sticks. I'm a pomegranate girl. The citrus is also really good. I've mixed the citrus and the pomegranate before, and I like that. But I'm gonna totally mess up opening this up right now. But I like to take, I should probably go grab some scissors, but I'm gonna dump my pomegranate into my Arbonne water bottle here, which is awesome because it's basically like a big giant water bottle the way the topper is, and I love it. And then I'm going to take some of our greens balance. I'm going to take like a scoop of the greens, and I'm just going to throw it in there with the fizz. And you make this like awesome greens drink. So a little bit of my greens balance here. Again, I do just under a full scoop. It has this, I mean, it's like, thanks to one of my friends, I keep using her term. She calls it like eating grass clippings. Yes, you're eating like grass clippings. But before I screw the lid on, you need to put some water in here, okay? But you make an awesome little green drink, and this I can drink. So you put your fizz in there, you put your water in, and then you can shake it up. If you do have one of these, you want to kind of get in and stir it a little bit and loosen this up, because I think the pressure gets a little bit too great, unless you've got like some crazy Nalgene bottle for the fizz when it first goes in. So I like to open my cap up and kind of swirl it around for a minute, let some of the pressure from the fizz go before I shake it. But then you get this awesome green drink that you can eat. It's like your own little green machine, and it's full of, you know, different greens and yellows and reds and omega-based veggies and things that are excellent for you. And you didn't have to put it in your shake and mess up your chocolate milk flavor, which I love, or your berries, or by the way, you gotta try the cookies and cream, or there's a mint chip or like a Cookie Girl Thin Mint type coffee cat recipe that I can show you if you're interested. Send me an email and I'll send that out to you. But then you can get your greens that way, which is an excellent way to like increase your nutrient uptake, which is another thing that we're trying to do during the detox. So the other things that you have left for the day then is, when are you going to eat your other meal or meals? So if you got to decide if you're going to do 1 or 2 shakes a day. If you're doing your 2 shakes a day, I learned that meal prepping my lunches was the easiest way for me, because I was the only one in the house doing my detox program and doing no gluten and no dairy and no soy. And so it was easier for me to meal prep that meal and not put everybody else through what the pain was of going through the detox meal. So I would do that for my lunches, and I've got lots of containers that I started using for that. I would just do that on the weekend, and I dedicate time to it. Or maybe you have a weeknight that's easier for you to do that, and so you can put that into your rotation on a different schedule than I was. But do that, and then have your shake for dinner. You know, so I'd have my shake for dinner, which is easier, and then I would feed everybody else what they wanted, and I'd cook for everybody else, which didn't bother me, and then I'd have my shake, and I'd have, you know, a snack, or you can have a couple scrambled eggs or a hard-boiled egg or some other protein to kind of help carry you over. But you are getting a lot of good vegan, you know, vegetable-based protein out of this. So, you know, you can throw in some veggies on the side with this and find another way to complement it, but you want to focus on eating the rainbow. You want to focus on eating whole foods. You want to focus on, especially if you're meal prepping, try to vary your veggies or your sides if you're doing the same protein of some sort, even if it's, you know, a plant-based protein, as you're going through doing your meal prep. And make sure that you use the group. The group's got awesome resources, and everybody's there to help you. And so is your health coach. So don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to let people know what you're doing. It's an awesome way to keep you accountable for your process and to let your friends and family be your cheerleaders. So if you don't put it out there to the world what you're doing, then people have no idea and they can't support you. So don't be afraid to share what's going on. Don't be afraid to share with people that you're nervous about what's coming up, but put it out there what you're doing and share what they're doing and what you're doing, and let people be supportive of you. And let them know about the awesome journey you're about to go on. So I'm super excited for all of you. I tried to keep this under 15 minutes, and I'm at 13 right now, so yay me. And I'm super excited for all of you. So I hope this helped, and if you have questions, please ask. Okay? Have a good day.